Welcome to Stalkers Identified, where we turn victims into victors. Today we're going to be taking a look at the criminal stalking laws for the state of Connecticut. So let's get right to it. Okay, let's start right here. You've got several different categories when it comes to Connecticut in their statutes. You've got a Class D felony, a Class A misdemeanor, and a Class B misdemeanor. And then it talks about the electronic stalking as well. Okay, so we're going to start with Class B, the lowest one here, okay? Connecticut General Statute 53A-181E, stalking in the third degree, Class B misdemeanor. A person is guilty of stalking in the third degree when he recklessly causes another person to reasonably fear for his or her, of course, physical safety by willingly and repeatedly following or lying in wait for such other person. Okay? And then B is stalking in the third degree is a Class B misdemeanor. Okay, so really a slap on the hand, fine, that kind of thing. So a person guilty of stalking in the third degree when he recklessly causes another person to fear for his physical safety by willingly and repeatedly following or lying in wait. This is a physical kind of thing where they're following you and lying in wait, okay, for you to freak you out. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at a Class A misdemeanor. Actually, it's down there. That was a Class B misdemeanor. This is Class A for second degree stalking. Connecticut General Statute 53A-181D, stalking in the second degree, Class A misdemeanor. For the purpose of this section, course of conduct means two or more acts, including but not limited to acts in which a person directly, indirectly, or through a third party, by any action, method, device, or means any way they could possibly contact you from any direction through the internet is included, of course. Okay? Follows, lies in wait for, monitors, observes, surveils, threatens, harasses, communicates with, or sends unwanted gifts to a person, or interferes with a person's property. B. A person is guilty of stalking in the second degree when such person knowingly engages in a course of conduct directed at a specific person that would cause a reasonable person to fear for such person's physical safety or the physical safety of a third person, or to such person intentionally and for no legitimate purpose engages in a course of conduct directed at a specific person that would cause a reasonable person to fear that such person's employment, business, or career is threatened, where such conduct consists of the actor telephoning to, appearing at, or initiating communication or contact at such other person's place of employment, business, provided the actor was previously and clearly informed to cease such conduct. And B, such conduct does not consist of constitutionally protected activity. So this one here is mainly focusing on the work situation because there are investigators on our staff that have had the stalker was able to manipulate the place where they worked and got them fired. One of our investigators had a business that got smeared so bad that they went out of business. It was a retail business. So the stalkers come at you from a lot of different ways, and I'm sure y'all guys have witnessed that. So now that was in the That was a stalking in the second degree, a Class A misdemeanor. Okay? Now, stalking in the first degree, a Class D felony. A person is guilty of stalking in the first degree when such person commits stalking in the second degree, as provided in Section 53A-181D as amended by this Act, and one such person has previously been convicted of a violation of Section 53A-181D as amended by this Act, or two, such conduct violates a court order in effect at the time of the offense, or three, the other person is under the age of 16 years old. Stalking in the first degree is a Class D felony. So basically, they have to have been convicted of stalking in the second degree. Once they have been convicted of stalking in the second degree, if they continue, they will then be written up, jailed, hopefully convicted of stalking in the first degree. But this is a little bit unusual the way they do it in Connecticut. A little bit more lenient, I would say, by making them have to be convicted of a second degree stalking conviction. So, but there you have it. It's pretty clear, that there are laws that are on the books that you can use. Once you identify your stalker, we will assist you in providing the proof that is necessary to prove that they, in fact, have been violating Connecticut Statute 53A-181D. And then if they continue, we will then help you catch them and get them convicted of a 53A-181C, which is a Class D felony, which they will be spending some time in prison for. Guys, hopefully you find this helpful. We are a team of victims ourselves, or used to be victims. Now we are victors. We actually do the stalking. Now we stalk the stalkers for you. We find out who they are, identify them. We were all victims. That's the only way that you can ultimately end up working with Stalkers Identified, is that you have to have been a victim in the past of stalking. All of our victims have been previous customers, all of our investigators have been previous customers of ours. We help them solve their situation, and because of certain skill sets that they had, we had them further trained, and then they came on with us, and now they help us fight for you guys. And we know how stressful when you're being stalked it is, because we've been there. Hope this helped you guys. If we can be of any assistance to you, please contact us at stalkersidentified.com. There's a form that you fill out on there, and it will contact us for you, and then we'll be in touch. Okay? Thank you very much. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.